Welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn about non-cooperative versus cooperative games. So let us understand what do we mean by cooperative game theory. So of course, cooperative game theory is a study of cooperative game. What do we study there? We study coalition formation. Coalition is different people coming together. When they come together, how do they coordinate their action? Here we also assume that when people are coming together, they make binding agreements with one another. And once they make binding agreement, they take action which is that will give them the best possible outcome. And so as a team, they are pulling their winnings together. So it's about a team, it's about coalition formation. What is the natural question in cooperative game theory? The cooperative game theory talks about which coalition will form in any particular situation. Once the coalition is formed, then how the gain should be distributed in the stakeholder, the decision makers. What are the assumptions we take? The players have behaved rationally. Second assumption that we make, they have unlimited communication with one another. And then they also have unlimited ability to make a binding arrangement. So far, all the games that we have seen, they belong to the category of non-cooperative game. They do not belong to the category of cooperative game. So let me give you a simple example that will help us understand. Let us say that there is one person who has right shoe and there are two people who have matching left shoe. So 2 also has left shoe, 1 has right shoe, third has also the left shoe. The idea is that right shoe is useless without left shoe is useless without right shoe. So we can value to 1 is equal to 0 and so is the value to 2 and 3, all are equal to 0 because they do not have matching pair. So if 1 and 2 come together, 1 will have right shoe, second will have left shoe. So now they have one pair, so the value would be equal to 1. When 1, 3 come together, again the value would be 1 because 1 has right shoe, third has left shoe. But if 2 and 3 come together, the value is still going to remain equal to 0 because they both have only left shoe. The third possibility is that all of them come together, they will have one pair of shoe and one extra left shoe which is useless, so the value is going to be 1. So let us say when we say there are 3 decision maker here, 1, 2, 3, how many different coalition can happen? We can say total 2 to the power 3 minus 1, 7 coalition can happen. Can we count one how 7? So 1 alone, 2 alone, 3 alone. Then 1, 2, 2, 3 and 1, 3. So 3, 3, 6 and then 1, 2, 3 all coming together 7. Why do we have minus 1? Because we are not counting the null set. That's not the coalition formation. So these are the 7 possibility. Which coalition? So if we look at, they can coordinate their action, they can talk to one another and they are coming together to earn as much as possible. They are pulling their winnings together. Here it's about winning, it can also be about cost. So how to distribute cost among different people. Here we are talking about how the groups can come together. That's very different than all the games that we had seen. They are non-cooperative game. How non-cooperative game is different from cooperative game? Because in non-cooperative game, we have a detailed model of situation. Who are the decision maker? You can say here also we have the decision maker 1, 2 and 3. But when we talk about non-cooperative game, what are different actions they can take? Here we do not have clarity what different action they can take. It's not, the focus is not on taking different action. Focus is coming together and maximizing their payoffs. Like if they bring their shoes together, they will have highest payoff. We do not allow for the possibility that they can come together and say, I will not put my shoes in this kitty. So that's not a possibility. So here clearly the focus is on procedure. I want to emphasize this name is non-cooperative is little wrong in the sense that it gives impression that players are not cooperating with one another. They are not in conflicting situation. They are in the conflicting situation, but that's not the case. In non-cooperative game theory, we can have or we may not have conflicting goals. It's possible to have a non-cooperative game where there are two players. Let me give you an example. And they both have a coin. They can either show the head side or tail side. They can show head side or tail side. In America, a coin of lower denomination is called penny. So it's also called matching penny. So if both are head or both are tail, then row player or player 1 wins. Let us put here 1 and -1. And if they both show different side, one shows head, another shows tail, then player 2 wins. So we can say here -1 player 1 loses and player 2 wins. Here also -1 1, sorry, this is not a negative. And last possibility, both are tail, so though first one wins and second one loses. So in this situation, when one is winning, other one is losing. So it's a conflicting goals they have, but that's not necessary. We still consider it as a non-cooperative game because we have detailed model of situation, what player 1 can do, what player 2 could do, how if they they take particular set of action, what is going to happen. In this side, the focus is not on action. Focus is on coming together and maximizing the payoff. So it's about team or coalition formation. And this is about analyzing a particular strategic situation. So here our natural question is, what would be the outcome of this interaction? What is going to happen? Okay. And here assumption is rational behavior. We do not assume that they can communicate with one another. In fact, I will show you later on that communication can be useless in this setting. And the last one is here, the goal is to obtain outcome, and goal in the cooperative game theory is to characterize the set of possible coalition that can emerge. Here of course 1 2 could emerge, 1 3 could emerge. 1 2 3 will have difficulty because 3 is not bringing anything on the table. So we can say, this is a very simple, you don't need game theory, but here very simply one can say either coalition of 1 and 2 or coalition of 1 and 3 would emerge. So that's the way they differ in their characteristics.